Hello, wonderful viewers. Welcome to the channel that will serve you with fresh, simple, and interesting programs. This is Blow Up TV. Now, when you go on Facebook, it's Blow Up TV. When you go on YouTube, it's Blow Up TV Official. And you know the girl. My name is Ikia Depa, and I am going to be your host for this new show called Trap Chat. Now, Trap Chat is going to just, hook up on people, ask interesting questions, and make them, I don't know, can they answer? Can they not? I just don't know. Now today our guest is a very interesting musician. In fact, he's one of the unique acts in Ghana here. Now he released this song that is ringing bells in this country. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sneak up on him in his own house because he doesn't even know shit. He doesn't know anything. We'll sneak up on him in his own house, and then we'll know what's gonna happen next. So just follow me. Has anybody sneaked up on you before? So we are going to knock and see what's gonna happen. In fact, why do I even knock here? Yeah. This is a traditional way of knocking, because you don't get anywhere to knock. Hello. Okay, so this is my guest. Yes. Please open me wide. So yes.
Can you say hello?
Okay, so this is Jalid, yes, and there's a son. What's his name?
Nana Kwame Inshira Adansidi.
Oh wow.
Say hi.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hello. This boy is so adorable. Like, it's so adorable. Yeah. So today we came to visit you.
You're welcome.
We came to talk.
I'm available.
We came to talk about a lot of things, you understand?
I'm available. Don't worry.
Because I've been watching you,
Wow.
And you say a lot, so I want to hear it from your own mouth.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure,
so
yeah.
Can we go inside?
Going to work, but come on.
Sure.
Why not?
Let's go inside.
So there you go.
Thank you.
Was about leaving for work, but having visitors, they mean a lot to us in Ghana, so just have to make time for you.
And today is Friday.
Yes. Today is Friday.
Okay.
I can't wait to expect a gift from Inshira.
What exactly are you expecting from this boy?
I don't know. I think the first time he traveled outside, he bought me a perfume. I don't know what to expect. Maybe the mother will connive with him. I don't know.
And this one I can see is Apostle Gangster with his own.
That's what he chose when he traveled.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's get inside.
Sure.
It looks like this is my house. Yeah, I'm giving instructions.
You're welcome.
Rhythm of the gods.
Thank you very much for staying with us. And as I said earlier, this is Trap Chat right here on Blow Up TV. On Facebook and on YouTube is Blow Up TV Official. Now there's one thing I need you to do right now, and that is to subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and then on Facebook you like the page. And then in terms of that, you also turn on your notification button so that anytime we put on videos, you'll be able to have access to it, because we like sharing information. We like giving you people most interesting videos, most interesting interviews. Now talking about interviews, right now I have a very, very important man. I won't say guy, I'll say man. Because he's, I don't want to say a controversial human being in his own corner. You understand? In his own corner, he's a very controversial person. Now today we are going to discuss a lot of things with him. I'm here with Jalid.
Yeah.
Jalid, what's up?
Pleasure is mine. I'm cool. I'm alright.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a surprise you coming to visit me, but
I know.
and doors are open.
I knock on doors in here. Next time, guys.
That's our opinion,
Alright, but anyway, I know you were on your way to work. Anyway,
Sure.
So we're gonna keep this short, and then Now let's get into what everything entails in the life of Jalid, in terms of family, in terms of work, in terms of music, in terms of everything. Now I know Jalid is not your name.
Sure.
It's your brand.
Yes.
Now what is the real name here?
The real name is Emmanuel Akom Esau. I have Kojo Ben in between. So Emmanuel Kojo Obeng Esau Akom Those are my names.
You sound like a Fanti.
I'm half Fanti, half Kwewu.
Oh wow. And my husband is officially here. Now, in terms of being in the industry, how many years has this been? Sorry.
Well, I'll say professionally, people know me from the high grade days.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll say professionally we've been like 5 years
Okay.
going.
5 years
Yes,
and counting.
Yes, 5 years and counting. But hey, I have songs that we label as say 10 years recorded.
Okay.
And they are good enough. Like people hear them and they are surprised it's like 10 years ago. But professionally, hey, like 5 years we're going.
Okay, now there's one thing I've actually realized, that you don't like to be called an underground act.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
No, I believe people should be called recording artists.
Okay.
You know, people perform better when they are well motivated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And for you to call somebody underground, it simply means he's so buried. I mean, it's so hard for him to pop up. So preferably, why don't you call him a recording artist? I mean, and then you can differentiate the recording artist as A-list or whatever. I mean, so it simply tells me, say, I have prospects to have a blow, all right? I'd prefer to call a glass of cup like half full than half empty.
Okay.
Because the person fetching the water into that glass, if I tell him, you're half full, you're almost full, it motivates him to feel it. Yeah, you're half empty. You got some work to do.
Actually, you put your morale down.
Exactly, so I don't take that word underground. It's not in my dictionary. If you say recording artist, I'm fine.
So for a recording artist,
That's right.
how has the journey been so far?
Personally, it's been smooth. Like, you know, when you're coming in, people scare you. They tell you things you haven't witnessed yourself, and maybe by their attitude, they went through that. Okay. By your attitude, you might not go through that, but they are telling you what they went through. And it becomes like everybody goes through that. No.
So it means everybody has a different experience in terms of being in the industry.
Exactly. I always tell people that try to reach me that, look, there is no one way format that an artist, an A-list artist has gone through and gotten blown that any other person has gone through and gotten blown too. No. For instance, if you could take a look, Sam came up with how you call it, Bluetooth, and then he blew.
Yeah.
He blew. Like through Bluetooth, people were sharing and stuff. Nobody did that again. Nobody did. The way Shatawale came up, nobody did.
Okay. From Bandana.
Yes. I mean, going through whatever 10 years after coming back, nobody did. And the way other people went through, that's how I call it. Everybody's story is different. Yes. So, I mean, nobody should use this experience to tell me what I am going to go through, because you are not God. That's what I always say. You can't
Talking
play
about
God.
the things you go through, how has it been in terms of challenges, in terms of things you've been through? How has it been?
Well, the challenges have been there. Okay, if they are not there, it simply means everybody will do it. All right, so when you see the challenges coming, it simply means you are making progress, right? They've been quite difficult, all right, but they've not been surprising to me, because they are things I expected even before they did came. Okay, and so they've been challenges, yes, but I always see them as progressive. Like anytime I go through it, I see myself progressing, and so I say I welcome them every time. I welcome problems, and then, I mean,
It looks like my husband has something to say.
what do you have to say?
No, right?
All right, so
I know.
like I'm saying, once you are open-minded, look at you. So once you are open-minded about such stuff, it simply means you are welcoming them and then you overcome them. Obstacles are meant for you to learn how to jump higher.
Okay.
So once I'm seeing them, I mean, I learn how to jump higher, and they put me on my guard. If you train well, you win easily. So that's my motive, and I don't see them as problems that are heckling me, that are preventing me from going through. There's been a lot from the recording side, from the video shooting side, from the publishing side, promoting side. I mean, doing stuffs. There's been lots of challenges. But hey, we keep overcoming them, and anytime we overcome them, we are like, all right, so it simply means we are going to do good. And I think it's okay for me.
Okay, now as a father, because your relationship with your son right now,
Yeah.
it is. I know. Now, how do you deal with being a musician and then a father at the same time?
I think I don't see the difficulty in that. You know why? anytime you realize when you came in, we were watching his rhymes and whatever cartoons. Anytime you're watching those things, those are where the genuine stuffs come from. You get the melodies, you get the rhymes, the everyday life. I mean, what you went through as a young kid. Now, anytime you hear those stuffs, they remind you of certain things, all right? And so I always tell you, like I told you, I see problem solving in challenges. Okay, so whilst with him, my son, I simply look at anything around him as beneficial to me, because the moment he grows, you ain't gonna get it no more. Whatever I go through with him, I get the best of joy. The mom goes to work in the morning, like in this corona time, she goes for a week, and then the next week she's off, and I happen to be with him for the whole week, like from morning till 5 p.m. and then I go to work, and he's okay. Like, I'm able to handle him. He's cool. It's an experience. It's nice. It's beautiful, if you ask me. Yeah.
All right. Now let's listen to you. Now I know about Lonely. I know about Lonely.
Sure.
Now, what inspired Lonely?
Don't touch it. Well, you see, everybody goes through that loneliness one time or the other in your lifespan. And so I am a guy that takes note of certain things. And so I was like, I feel this. I think other people feel it too.
Clearly you're not lonely. So
they travel, they travel. Sometimes they travel, I'm left alone throughout for like a month or 3 weeks, 2 weeks. You happen to be alone. You have to wake up 6 a.m. and then you end up waking up like 11 a.m. because nobody is there. Like, you feel like you don't have anything to wake up to do. And these things, they keep reminding you, like, aren't you lonely? Are you okay? And when you think of it, yes, you are lonely, because somebody would have prepared something for you to eat. Sometimes I do prepare certain things for us to eat as a family, and even that keeps you in company. Like, your wife is, and we are looking at what you're going to cook.
okay.
And then, I mean, it's comforting enough. So when you think of those periods, you happen to be lonely, and then somebody like me, I would like to take note of it, like sing of it, so that anytime I listen to it, I kind of remind myself of when Insua traveled, when my wife traveled, when a friend of mine is not available or something.
Now, there's one particular place I want to hit.
All right.
In terms of High Grade, because I know you were signed to High Grade at a point.
I used to, point of correction, I was not signed, but it's a family, so I was like, kind of like ushered into High Grade as a family.
Okay.
Yes.
There was no written contract with you and High Grade.
Not at all.
So what happened for High Grade? What happened between you and High Grade that now we don't really get to know what you guys do?
So what actually happens in a man's life is like you grow, and anytime you are growing, you are thinking different, right? So I mean, joining High Grade was at a period. I tell you what, people that were even closer to me were like, no, you are matured enough, why would you want to go be under someone? I'm like, it's good enough for the experience of it, for I mean, getting to understand the industry and stuff. Yes, you have your skill, but somebody has been there. And fortunately for me, Esamini had been there. A lingua cat had been there with Esamini. So it was more like, all right, go there and learn apprenticeship or learn trade. You know how to cut the material, you know how to sew it, all right. Learn how to sell the dress. Learn how to sell it. Who do you approach if you have an African print? Who do you approach if you have a suit? Learn how to sell it. And so basically that's my benefit. That's what I got from High Grade. I stayed with High Grade for like 3.5 years or 4. And that's my benefit. Today I can do a song and then you hear it and be like, yo, this song should be a hit. I'm like, it's not even released yet. So basically there was no complications or anything.
Okay. Now, from you, there's no complications. Now, High Grade, Kofi Kenata was there, right?
Yeah. I met Kofi at
And
High
then
Grade.
who else?
It was just Kofi, me, and then Samini.
And then somehow Dion became part of the family, right?
Well, I didn't know about Dion until I think 2019 Ghana Music Awards, if I'm right. And then, to my surprise, Dion Boachi was mentioned on stage. No disrespect, Dion is an artist.
Yes.
I respect him. Samini is an artist. I respect him, his choices. Whoever he places his fingers on is what he chooses. That's his choice. You have to respect it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So basically, when I was with High Grade, there was no Edion Boache. Edion Boache happened to have come in when I was exiting.
Oh, okay. So you were exiting before Dion came in. It wasn't like you left because they chose to.
Not at all. I had spent enough time, I think, learning what I was supposed to learn. We had good talks. I mean, even after I had left, I did a couple of travels with Samini, and it was okay. I mean, Samini had always told me, you know what? Keep what you're doing. You're gonna be big one day. I think one day in studio he told me, you're a legend. I'm like, why do you tell me this? Because I'm looking up to you. He's like, look at what you're doing now. The way you sing in tree, what you do with your music, it's baffling.
Okay.
Like we've always been wanting to do such a thing in the local dialect. So I mean, you doing it as simple as that simply tells everybody you're a legend. I'm like, thank you, Brian. I pray on it. And then I look forward to it coming to pass. You know what I mean? So I mean, there was no problem at all.
So it looks like you had it here first. There was no problem at all. In fact, no hard feelings about it. So we'll just take a quick break. But know that this is Trap Chat right here on Blow Up TV. My name is Eke Adepa. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
Really boss it.
I'm gonna be around.
Alright, so cheers to long life, to fans, to everybody watching Blow Up TV. Actually, baby, cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. That's why I love you. You know that. Okay, so welcome back from that quick break. Now, as you can see, I'm way away from home. You know. Now let's get straight to business. Before we left, we were talking about other issues. Now let's move on. In terms of your journal, it's unique in Ghana here. In fact, you can count the number of people who do reggae in Ghana here.
So
I don't. Yeah, dancehall, let me say that. But yours, I've watched you perform, and instead of mainly speaking in patois, you do some of your songs in Chi, but still maintain the dancehall beat. How did this come up?
well, I wouldn't say I forged it. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. The moment you talk about a genre, right? Usually we take the ensemble or the beat production, the instrumentation. They make a particular genre. So when you happen to talk about high life, the reason why you are mentioning of a high life is because of a particular you call it percussion, instrumentation, what employed in the building up of the beat before even the singing comes on. And so dancehall, reggae, there's a standard. The moment you fall within the standard, the moment you fall within the right beat or doing everything the rightful way, you end up getting the same product like the Jamaican, irrespective of the language. Yes. I was in Ghana when I heard of a Raskimono, an Alpha Blondie, I mean, a Lucky Dube, I mean, and they all sound international enough by singing their own language. So I have always had that mind, like nobody can lie to me like I have to sing English or I have to sing any other thing to break through in the world market. You just have to get your ensemble right, the beat, the melodies. I mean, music is when you feel it in your soul. It doesn't matter the language. So basically, I mean, that's how I see stuff.
Talking about making it with your own language and your own style, have you ever felt that dancehall that you're doing in Ghana here will not help you blow? Or have you ever been told to move to other genres to be able to blow?
Yes, I will tell you something. I actually left my former manager because of that. We had a debate on that. I'm like, well, if you don't believe we can be it that big or we can grow that big outside Ghana, then you're not worth working with me. And I was serious on it. We are still friends. We still talk. We can hang out and talk, but we aren't doing music business no more because I simply use the term ideological differences. But the truth is, if you don't believe we can do music to the world market, then why are you doing it? If you can't be the best, and if you can't join them, then why are you doing it? I mean, I want to be the best. I want to join them. So yes, once I'm part of it, then I simply have to make a major impression. You get it? And mind you, I have had collaborations with people from Jamaica. I've had collaborations with Sika Rhymes like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, who happened to be a protege of Vybz Kartel. He took the song to jail. Vybz Kartel listened to it, and he's like, "Yo, the man has style, you know. I'm never from Africa. My belief say him from out one of them Caribbean country or him Jamaican steel."
If you don't understand, he's just trying to see that. He took a song to someone really important in the dancehall industry, and it was said that he doesn't sound like somebody from Africa. Am I lying? You see, me too, I can speak patois. Okay, so you can go on.
And so, I mean, for me to get such a feedback way back from foreign, and right now, currently, I'm dealing with one guy, big up Papa, big up Kingsley, big up Chucky Pocky, Amplify Records. And Papa is behind like 95% international Jamaican artists, from Sizzla to K Hilton to Chronixx to, I mean, he has hands in about 90% of the artists there. And Papa heard me, he sent me rhythms, I recorded it, and him like, "Yo, watch ya. The man, them are going to become one of the biggest out of your country, out of Africa and the world, as a matter of fact." I felt proud because that was my dream. That's what I look up to. So for a big Jamaican don or a big Jamaican industry person to tell me like, "You merit it. It's about time we had someone like you because you are so refreshing, you sound so good and stuff." It simply means I'm working hard. I'm there. I'm getting there. So ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm being stifled or dancehall is not selling in Ghana or in Africa or whatever. There was a Rasky Mono back in the 90s who happened to be so big. Maybe you haven't known the name, but you know the song, Under the Pressure. Under pressure, my people, under pressure. No food in our belly. I mean, he's from Nigeria. He hadn't been to Jamaica yet, and then he did Under Pressure. And so, I mean, nobody should tell us we can go far by virtue of what we sing. Nobody should tell us that. Just allow God to play his part. You can play God. That's it.
Alright, so if you're at home and you feel like the baby is distracting, this is not just a regular interview. This one is home away from home, so he can do whatever he wants to do. Yes, it's to watch and then learn and understand what Jalade is all about. Let's talk about your label, the new label you're working with. How did the connections and everything start from?
It's a family, Amplify. They are in Germany. It's just 3 of us, Chucky Pocky, Kingsley Ado, and then myself. I mean, this is the first time it's exclusive. People don't really know about him, but Kingsley has been in the industry for a while, like for foreign. He's a promoter. I mean, he's giving lots of Ghanaian artists shows, especially the dance or reggae fraternity, because Kingsley books Sizzla, Kingsley books Ashampor, all the biggest artists you know in the world in Germany, like that. And he's Ghanaian. So we are blessed to have such a promoter, you know what I mean. He's dealt with so many reggae dancehall artists. I wouldn't like to mention names, but any of them that you know in Ghana, like they connect to Kingsley. And for Kingsley to kind of like put me on paper, on contract, it's a blessing. It's a blessing because he knows the roots, he knows the way. And I think somebody like me, an experienced musician, a singer like me, I think I need to deal with the best. So dealing with Amplify is one of the biggest I could ever dream of. Yes.
Now, he said something that I was actually very happy about. He said it's an exclusive.
An exclusive, yes. We haven't had a major publication or, I mean, all this that people do. But I tell you what, big things come in small packages.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so it's an exclusive. Keep watching Trap Chat, and you will be getting exclusive over exclusives. Now let's conclude so that you can have fun with your son and go to work. Have you ever felt like a threat to any of these artists?
Wow.
Any of your genre?
Like a threat?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to put on my shares. My mind. You see, Ghanaians are quite funny people. Yeah, for you to even consider somebody being a threat to you, it simply means you are being a failure.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm a threat to other people, but other people are not threats to me. Personally, if you ask me about any dancehall artist in Ghana, he's no damn threat to me. Never a threat to me.
Wow. Whoa.
Never. And he himself will tell you he's not a threat to me.
Okay, Stonebwoy.
Never at all a threat to me.
Okay.
You know why?
Preach.
Your mind should tell you, for me, doing like a 12 hours a day, I work like Sunday to Sunday, 12 hours a day at my work, which is very entailing. And for me, being able to record this classic type of dancehall and reggae should tell you none of them is a threat to me. If I should go all out, 100% like letting everything go and then doing solely music, then you should now be 1,000 plus over them. Because right now I'm giving them a match for their money and they can't even bet it. The last time I heard someone talk about me on radio and was like, yo, that guy is good. Well, until him leave him job, the street now go accept him. I'm like, you know, go play God, oh. You go fit play God. You be God. You go fit tell tomorrow. If you go
leave the job, the street is not gonna accept you.
That is what he said.
Wow.
And I told him, you know, if you play God, you go fit play God.
Okay, so does this confirm what you say about the industry being fake?
Yes, yes. Personally, I wouldn't say the whole industry is fake, but I would say like 80% of the people in the industry are fake. They are not supposed to be there. No, lots of people doing entertainment news, lots of people doing all these coverages and stuff. They needed a job, and they were fixed there. And we all know in this country it's all about who you know. If your uncle has a media house, then you are guaranteed a media job. Alright? It's no sin. If you have that love, if you have to develop your art and whatever in your circles to be a media journalist or whatever, an entertainment journalist, it's good. It doesn't matter whether your father owns a media house or whatever. But people end up getting that role, and then when you hear them even talking, you know they don't even benefit that role, but they are there. This is Ghana for you. I can't fight that. All I got to do my work, and then bypass those.
Let me flash this in. I barely see you in blogs. Sorry. I barely see you in blogs. I barely get to hear stuff about you.
Yeah.
Are you that private?
Not necessarily. I'm that open, but I can tell you something.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
You know, in Ghana, it's like Coco football, but only anybody can pass. So.
Okay.
Yeah. In the team, if your brother is not in, mind you, you're not going to get a football pass, so you score a goal and then make a name for yourself. But you know what? We'll beat them to their game.
Okay.
We have foes from outside Ghana chasing us, alright? And I think that was the aim. And if Ghanaians are going to wait for foes from outside to chase us before they go in for the news, they are going to pay for the news. That's all I can tell them.
Alright, so I think this confirms, in fact, accept your own. This confirms that if you don't accept what you yours, somebody else can come take it and then make it better for you.
Yes, sir.
And then you would sit and regret at the end of the day.
Yes.
Now let's get into you giving us some tunes, because that's actually why I came here. I came to listen to you sing.
I have lots of tunes. I'll put you on
Yeah.
the spot. Which of my tunes do you know?
I know
Tell me,
Lonely, actually.
You know Lonely?
I know Lonely, and I know you do a lot of freestyles.
Like I do a lot of freestyle. So which of my songs do you want me to do a freestyle to?
I heard you sing on City.
Mm-hmm.
You did some freestyles. In fact, you performed
And City.
on,
I performed with that one.
it was a live band thing.
Yes, I remember
liked
that.
the
Big up to
freestyle.
City TV though.
Loved it, yes.
Alright, so I did a couple of freestyles there. I can't remember them because they are freestyles.
Okay, so in terms of songs, how many do you have in your credit? As a
Like, I personally, I don't keep count of them. I've lost count actually. You know, it's like your chick hatching, okay, or laying eggs, and then you keep counting the eggs. You might lose some eggs. Yes, so allow the works to pile up, allow the works to build. I mean, we don't stop. Would I stop? No. People have the notion that music is for young chaps. No, but I know a Kenny Rogers who is old enough and is still doing music. Dolly Parton still doing music. I mean, elders like Richie Stevens, like Elton John, like in the reggae circles, Dwayne Stevenson. I mean, there are lots of growing ups still doing relevant music. I mean, and so I just look forward to doing music and music and music in the long run. Mind you, I started doing other jobs before focusing on music, right? So when it's 100% music, it's 100% music. Either we are writing for people, either we are helping people to record, doing backup vocals. I mean, doing stuffs. Mind you, I helped Kofi Kinata write a play, like song like a play, you know. Mom belly, so I did wicked. What the girl come give me that wine there. Mom belly, yes. And I wrote, I think, the first 4 or 5 lines and the last 10 lines, I think.
Are you taking credit for that?
You know, in Ghana, people don't give you credit, so I have to call my credit. I'm calling for it now.
Okay.
I'm calling for it without an apology because he's family.
Okay.
Yes, and I think Kofi wouldn't be angry or feel bad for me saying I helped you write the song. I didn't say I wrote the whole song, I said I helped him write the song.
Alright, okay.
And he wouldn't deny it.
Alright. Subscribe. In fact, share, comment. See, I need you to give me your social media handle. Yeah.
That's right, so I'm Jalid GH, Instagram, Twitter. I'm Jalid on Facebook. On Google Drive, I'm Jalid, spaced. Audio Mac, Jalid, capital letters, both words. Jalid, I mean, just go on Google, type my name Jalid, you find me. And then you have my sign up to the fullest because I never give up. I believe when you're moving up, you move up to the fullest, otherwise you fall down. And I am falling, so I'm moving up to the fullest.
Thank you very much for having us here. Now you do what I want you to do with the songs, you know, because now if you don't do, I won't leave here.
The pleasure is mine, that's what I do though.
Take the mic and have fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Hello. Otimenga wayamia. Famana wakibu mfai. Hada mpenza mi buzabu buja. Momoya. Hello boo boo boo. Awabre money wanenam. Famana wakibu mfai. Anga mpenza mi buzabu buja. Momoya. I'm feeling lonely, me yanga I'm enjoying tonight. Baby, I'm coming, I'm feeling right. Minim nia upa, mama why nice, mama why fine. I'm feeling lonely, me yanga I'm enjoying tonight. Baby, I'm coming, I'm feeling right. Minim nia upa, mama why nice, mama why fine. I'm thinking of you, of you, of you, yeah. Keep thinking of you, of you, of you, yeah, yeah. Oda ya mi number one mini abia, ava mi kole, mi say I got me gwa. Ungwana mi veli sa sikiat, tina man say ungana mi be me. Hey, I miss a few wafa before fro. One in no net and I feel more sorry. Yeah, could it be the last time you fighting? No, why you want me? Cause you speed up. Long time, girl, you know I miss you. Me jabu for try, hana men ya jina wabubu. Right now, peppers a mess of boo. Oh, I'm rating I need to hear from you. I'm feeling lonely. Me yanga, I'm enjoying tonight. Baby, I'm coming, I'm feeling right. Minim nia upe, mama why nice. Mama, why I fine? I'm feeling lonely. Me yanga, I'm enjoying. Baby, I'm coming, mama feeling right. Minim nia upe, mama why nice. Mama, why I fine? Hello, Timinga, why I'm here. Famina, what you wouldn't find. Oda me pesa me buza bumucha, bumuya. Hello, boo.
You know what? I want you to teach me one line so I'll sing it. Hey. Uja, I'm feeling lonely. Hey. Today I'll be musician too.
I'm feeling right. Nice.
I'm feeling lonely.
Baby, I'm
feeling lonely. Hey. much for joining Trap Chat right here on Blow Up TV on Facebook and on YouTube is Blow Up TV Official. And my name is Nane Kiando. You can call me Eki Adepa. And today I was here with Jalid. In fact, one of the best in Ghana here. I want you to expect more from this dude because, hey, fire is on the way coming. I know that. I can feel it in my system already. You know that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best in everything you're doing right now. All right. So thank you very much for watching us and stay tuned for the next video because the next guest coming is also dope like this one. You know the name already. My name is Eki Adepa. You can follow me everywhere. Everywhere. Facebook. In fact, WhatsApp, guys. Eki Adepa. All right. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.